Guys, this is Stephanie, Scrappy Steffi here. I'm going to show a few Christmas cards that I've been working on. Um, I finished today doing my Christmas cards and wanted to just share with you guys one thing to let you all know that I do use the stuff that I actually buy all the time and do my hauls with all the time. I do use it. And actually this year I did manage to go through a lot of my card stock that I already had. I did not buy any extra Christmas card stock, and I bought very little Christmas embellishments because I wanted to use the stock that I had. So, anyways, happy holidays from my son and I. This is a picture of us last month, and this is going to go in the cards. So I'm going to get right on to some of the cards that I've been working on. And I'm probably just going to show you the outsides of them. I do the insides as well, but just to save time, I'm going to show you the outsides. Some of the cards are David Tutera. This is the David Tutera cards. Some of them I have made myself. I've used a lot of stickers. I've used some cutouts, some die cuts. A hodgepodge of everything. This is actually one of my favorite ones because I love the snowman. I think these little snowmen are Jolie's Bayou. So, let me see here. And I'm not going to show every single card that I made, but I'll show you several. Again, this was a David Tutera card, and I added cardstock and stickers. And I'm not talking a lot because why? Well, I don't know. This is a different color, but it was I think it was Recollections, if I'm not mistaken, paper pad that I had got. I added some stickers. And then on the inside, I added a piece of the die cut from the paper pad, added another big sticker, and kind of inked around the edges. Went over the writing with I've got this saying right here. I'll show you the book. Oh, and I made my own envelope. I used my envelope punch board. I have this book. It's by Crafty Secrets. And it has expressions, and basically they are things that you can, I'll show you all in case anyone would ever be interested. This is the Christmas page. But there are all different kind of genres that you can use to copy and use in your projects. So that is and I did that with several things that I had. So that was that one. I used some journaling cards that I got at Hobby Lobby. That's one of them. Added some stickers, just added them, and made the base out of just a piece of red cardstock. Made my envelope. I used a Martha Stewart paper pad, and I made quite a few cards out of it, including the envelope. So I'll just kind of quickly go through and show you the cards that I made. I used some different embellishments. Some of you will recognize some of these embellishments, I'm sure, because they came from Michael's and Hobby Lobby and Tuesday Morning. This was the Martha Stewart paper pad I had some snowflake punches. I punched out some snowflakes with some silver glitter paper. This is from that Crafty Secrets book. And I outlined it in the silver marker there. Used some vellum on the inside. This is hand stamped, and just took white cardstock and stamped my images, added some vellum, silver tape, and then stamped again. Used one of my Spellbinders dies to do the die cut. Stamped it, added some, why can't I think of what the name of that is? Sparkly thing. Sequins. Sparkly things. Yeah, added sparkly things. This is Tim Holtz cardstock, Christmas cardstock. You added some vellum. Actually made my envelope out of that as well. There's another one where I did hand stamping. Made my card base out of cardstock and actually matted it. Then used my Spellbinders dies and my sparkly things, my sequins on the inside. And then made the envelope. There's another Tim Holtz from the Tim Holtz Christmas pad. That picture actually was from the pad as well. And not showing every single one. Some of them are kind of blah. You know, we all have cards that are blah. This was hand stamped. Hand stamped the holly leaves around the edges on some kind of pearly paper. And then I colored them with my glitter pens. Stamped in the center, added my rhinestones, and then also stamped the inside. It's a David Tutera card base. A David Tutera card base, and I added my paper and my embellishments. This was actually, I actually made the card base just out of brown craft color paper, and just added my paper. This is actually from 2 different paper pads. This was actually, I think, a single sheet that I had picked up at Joann's. And then this was from a paper pad, and then I outlined it in gold, added a die cut, some twine there, and same thing with this as well. Pretty simple, really. This is just a stamped image on craft paper. Die cuts. I do a little bit of everything. No particular. I don't follow patterns usually. I might have an idea. Some of these I looked at a magazine and said, "Oh, that's a cute idea," and kind of got the idea from them. This is using those journaling cards from Hobby Lobby. You couldn't get much more simpler than this. I took some letters, ho ho ho, added a little hat and a candy cane, and stamped it. You can't get much simpler than that. David Tutera card set. And then the other one I'll show you guys, I made this little box to put it in. This one actually was a vintage card. It was from 1974 that I found at a yard sale. And I added just some greenery there. I took it apart, mounted it to cardstock. Just kind of see there. That was similar in color. And then I did the inside of it. I love the card. It is going to a very special person, and she will appreciate the vintageness of it. You can listen, guys. Isn't that neat? You can kind of hear that. So that is my card share. I also did my, I told you guys I was working on something for hot chocolate. This is what I came up with. I made, it's cardstock, and it's basically kind of a long sheet of cardstock, 8.5 by 11. It's been cut down a little bit. I added just paper from a paper pad to the front and the back and the top. Added a sticker. I've got my hot chocolate in here. I've got a little sticker on here. And when I get ready to give it, I will put a glue dot right there to hold it closed. And so I had that idea to hand out to, you know, a few, instead of just a card, maybe to some single people at church, just give them that. So that is my card share. It's not really projects because I don't follow any particular project when I do these. I just actually literally just sit down and go, what can I do with this piece of paper? Oh, let me see. Let me try this flower. Let me see this cardstock. Let me see this die cut. And that's kind of what I come up with. I do make my envelopes, unless they're with the David Tutera set, I make my own envelopes. So that takes a while as well, but I had fun making them. I'm glad I'm done. Because I do enjoy it. I don't enjoy the crunch time. I don't enjoy, I mean, it's 2 weeks before Christmas, actually less than 2 weeks before Christmas. So, you know, I need to get these in the mail this week, and I don't enjoy having the pressure of knowing that I have to do this, and I have to do this, and I have to do this to get it done. So, you know, I'd like to start in September, October working on these, but as it was, I just started about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And, you know, sometimes I get an hour or two a week to work on them. Yesterday, I took the entire day, and other than doing laundry, I basically sat at my craft table and tried to finish up cards. So, nothing too fancy. These are pretty simple. Kids could do them, guys. So, you know, if you've got kiddos watching and they want to make cards, show them Scrappy Steffi's cards, because these are really super simple. I don't go into the big fancy embellishments. I think they're beautiful. I love them. I just don't have the wherewithal, the time, and the creativity to do some of the beautiful ornate cards that I see. I think they're lovely, but they're just kind of beyond me. So this is where I'm at, and just wanted to share with you guys. I hope everyone has a very merry holiday season. I probably won't video anymore until after the holidays. So please, everyone, have a safe and happy Christmas and holiday season. Thanks.